All right, Shalom. We the brothers from the Indianapolis camp. First of all, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah,
Yahweh,
BAHASHAM,
BAHASHAM,
Yahushai,
Yahweh,
Hashem
BAHASHAM,
HaKakwadash.
Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love, peace, and blessing to all you hopeful elect brothers out there that's pushing this truth across the four corners of the globe. Like I said, this is the GMS Indianapolis camp, and we come with a sit down, an open forum. So, and we're going to start off with Galatians 4 and 16 through the Spirit.
I can read it for the
Yeah,
elder.
whoever want to read it.
I got you.
Okay.
This is Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Now you see what's going on with this whole Yay situation, but it's not just Yay. It's just Israel as a whole. Anytime you get to telling people the truth, you become an enemy to them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to holler, keep it real, keep it trill, keep it one thou wow with a player. But as soon as you keep it real with people, they hate you and despise you. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the main reasons why they wanted to stone and kill Yahushua, because why? He always told them the truth and always cuts them. So they got mad and angry and wanted to kill him. Why? Because he always exposed their wickedness and sin. That's the
Appreciate
same thing. That's the same thing with us Israelites, man. When we out there in the highways and byways and doing videos, as you know, the audience or people out there watching in YouTube land, when they get cut, guess what? We become an enemy to them. Now we the worst thing. We worse than dog dicky. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead with
Right.
y'all precept.
This is Amos 5 and 10. It says, "They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly."
Go ahead, brother.
Good God. So, so especially when it comes to what the men of the Lord, they hate them. They hate us because what we're standing stiffly for the names of Yahweh Bashim Shai and calling out our oppressor Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and the rest of these nations that are entangled with Esau Edom, that they've done unjustly against the children of Israel. All right, and just like like I said, the Kanye situation, but ultimately it's the men of the Lord that Yahweh Bashim Shai set up, that's calling out this white man and exposing them. All right, so they hate us for doing that. All right, and it says they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. All right, so like I said, they hate the ones that speak uprightly. All right, we're speaking the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Shai, but they refuse to hear the reproof. All right, because remember, especially 2/3 of our people, what they like to hear them smooth things. They because our 2/3 of our people, they hate us too. All right, they want this wickedness to continue. They love their wickedness, all right, and oppression in the society, man. All right. So guess what? We're gonna be persecuted for it, you know.
That's right. They want them. They want them feel good, stroke your ego messages. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to get on there about their wickedness. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be eating pork. What? What kind of God is that that won't allow me to eat pork? You got to die of something someday.
Start
You
at
know them
10.
old lame excuses you people be giving, man.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead, brother.
All right. This is Isaiah. Back you up on that point out there. This is Isaiah 30, starting at verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Um, verse 11, Isaiah 30, verse 11. Get
Yeah,
you
'cause
out.
that's what people they don't want. They don't want the straight skinny of the truth. You know what I'm saying? They want you to stroke their ego or tickle their fancy. They don't want you to ruffle their feathers. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause when you get to speaking the truth, it makes people uncomfortable, and these people hate being uncomfortable. You know. Go ahead, brother.
All right. Isaiah 30, verse 11. Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause
And
the holy.
basically that's what people tell. They basically tell, hey, get the hell out my face. I don't want to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? Who are you to tell me what to do? You not my daddy. Basically, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Only God can judge me. That old Tupac spirit. Only God can judge me. But you fail to realize we are gods. It tells us that in was it Psalms 82 that know you not to hear our gods, but you should die like men. You know what I'm saying? How about that? How you like them apples? You know. Go ahead, brother.
Uh, Cause the this is Isaiah 30 and 11. Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease, for before us. Uh,
Yeah, that's what they be saying. Cause we don't want to hear about your God. You know, they basically be turning their back on the Lord. Why? Because it's not a sweet music. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that, that makes them feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like we said before, they get uncomfortable when you start calling out their wickedness. You know, stop eating pork, stop smoking cigarettes. You shouldn't be committing adultery. Can't be smoking weed, all that nonsense. They get mad at you. They want to fight you. They want to shoot you. They want to kill you. Just like they did the ancient prophets. They wanted to, what scripture say? Israel died. They kill us, the prophets. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing to this day, man. We still got people that want we here for our people, the greatest people on the earth. We telling you that you're Israelites. The Lord is coming to die for you. You don't want that message. You want to hear that you Pookie from uh the West Side Peru and things like that, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hear that you're royalty, that you're the Lord's chosen people, man, that the Lord died for you and you only. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear nothing good because they got what? This project living mind state, man. Go ahead, brother.
all right, just two more verses. This is Isaiah 30 and 12. Wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in your oppression.
See, that's that.
And
That's that. That's that Stockholm syndrome. You trust in your oppression. You rather show love and sympathy for your oppressor more than you do Yahweh Shem Shah, the one that created you. Every time we ask somebody what's your nationality and the Lord gonna die for you and redeem you and save you, well, what about the white man? What about the white man? The white man gonna be put in slavery. But then you start shedding a tear for the white man, that old Uncle Ruckus spirit. You know what I'm saying? Thank the Lord for the white man. I hate you niggas.
Right.
That's that's how 2/3 is, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, yeah, like they make that point. Yeah, our people they quick to yell for the white man. They don't say nothing about Moab, the Chinese, or Ammon, the Japanese. Now straight to Esau, Edom, the white man. That's it. They don't care about nobody else but him.
Only time they mention Moab is when they go into the Chinese restaurant.
Right.
You been to the Hidden Dragon on 34th? They got some good ass kung pao. You know. Go ahead, brother.
okay, uh, back in Isaiah uh, 30 and 12. Um, because ye despise this word and trust in your oppression uh, and perverseness and stay thereon. Therefore,
Yeah,
this
because
iniquity.
our people is basking in their sins, man. They're basking in the ambiance of wickedness, man. You know what I'm saying? You try to give them the word, they'll reject it. But then you sit there and spit a verse from Lil Uzi, they'll sit there and recite it with you word for word. Start dancing, get their phones out, World Star, TikTok, what is it, Facebook, going live. You know what I'm saying? Doing the Horilla song, or you know the Glorilla song. I'm FREE. You know what I'm saying? But then when you tell them about the Bible, they don't want to hear it. It's annoying to them, man. Why? Because they wicked. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 30 and 13. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a branch ready to fall, Slocky.
Yeah, because you ever seen a wall that's holding back some water, but the pressure get too hard for that wall, you start seeing it bow and you start seeing it crack and break. Hey, that's how these people is, man. You know what I'm saying? Read that part again, Kasar.
Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
Yeah, because when that wall break, guess what? It's gonna come hard and fast and strong. And that's how the Lord vengeance is gonna be on these people that commit these iniquities and sins, man. that they're turning their back on the Lord's word and cast his word behind them, man. His judgment is gonna come swift, hard, and fast on these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, these people don't know what's coming, man. We about to hit that dark winter, man. You know, go ahead, brother.
Okay.
Hey, y'all brothers get in and eat.
Good to get it in.
Yeah. You gotta
I got
do, you
somebody
gotta
else
do
though.
the Zeke. You gotta do the Zeke task.
I mean, I do. I got precept after, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Get your Zeke on.
Swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly
See it
at an
coming
instant.
suddenly. Yeah, coming suddenly at an instant. Like Yahushua said, he gonna come like a thief in the night. And that's how the judgment gonna come on these people, man. You know what I'm saying? While they thinking they in a good case, getting all see hipped up. Ooh, look at the new feature I got in my hand. I'm finna unlock my car, bloop, bloop, with my hand. You know what I'm saying? That's the new wave of technology. You know, I don't need no key to get in my house. They wave their hand, bloop, bloop. See, I got the C hip. That's the new thing. And guess what? The Lord is gonna punish you for that too. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? Because you showing your allegiance to this beast system, this Roman beast system, you know, by taking the sea hill. You done took the mark of the beast. You think you advancing in technology now. You you just set yourself up for failure. You finna die. You know.
You didn't advance your death.
There you go. There you go. Go ahead, brothers.
God, this Psalm chapter 15, verse 1. Lord Yahweh Shai, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill? And it says, He that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness and speaketh the truth in his heart. So those ultimately are the attributes or some attributes of the who? The elect, the nation of Israel, right? Those who are walking uprightly, right? Trying to, trying to lead a blameless life by following what? The law, statutes, commandments to the best of their ability of Yahweh Shem Shai. Or working righteousness, right? The works, right? A part of right now is righteousness is this work we're doing right now, feeding the flock. But not only on the screen or anything like that, but hey, when we not on the screen in our everyday lives, not being a hypocrite, not being an actor, but we doing these things every single day. Lord willing, we be of that number, right? And to say, and speaketh the truth in his heart, right? Those are the ones who are going to be accounted worthy to receive salvation. As a original scripture, it says, "What have we become your enemy because we tell you the truth?" Right. So the ones who's telling you the truth, the ones who's calling this man out or calling you out as a 2/3 for your sins, your wickedness, or whatever the case may be, those people are in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai is doing that which is right. So just like Romans chapter 8, verse 1 say, there is no condemnation unto them that be in Yahweh Shema Shai, roughly paraphrasing. So you can't condemn those that speaking out against wickedness, that's speaking out against a sin and iniquity. When they speak in the standard that we took a covenant with Yahweh Shema Shai to uphold from generation to generation. And it goes on to say, he that backbiteth not with his tongue, right? He ain't going around gossiping. He ain't going around slandering people. He ain't going around lying on people, right? It say, nor doeth evil to his neighbor. How you do evil to your neighbor, right? By transgressing the laws against them, right? Rather they got a woman. A few examples. They got a woman. You wait for them to go to work. You go pop her or whatever. The abomination you eating. Like say you steal from them, take from them, or commit usury against them, or murder them, so from and so on. These various things that you can do against your brother that could cause harm unto them, right? Whether it be physically, spiritually, mentally, whatever the case may be, right? The elect, the hopeful elect, and the Lord will that number, they're not doing those things, right? Yeah, it may hurt your feelings when you hear these words, but the scriptures say, "Cry aloud, spare not." We gotta give it to you cold, hard, raw. We gotta tell you the truth because why? It's the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai upon us. So just like how he's speaking through us, if he was to speak to you himself, he'd be saying the same things. But trust, believe, you don't want to be, you don't want to take it up with the Lord. You know, it's nor take up a reproach against his neighbor. So what? Not speaking evilly against their neighbor, right? And our neighbor is what? Fellow Israelites, right? Leviticus in those chapters is who is our neighbors? The ones we around was our people, right? Now we're not saying to go, just slandering anybody who could maybe a heathen, whatever the case may be. Like I said, they say be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, But hey, sometimes we may say certain things, but some of those things that we say that may hurt the heathen's feelings or even 2/3, it's the truth, right? We don't want to, fall guilty to bearing false witness and transgressing the laws against your how by Shabbat.
That's
So,
right.
so as it's saying, man, nor taketh a reproach against his neighbor. So the elect are going to speak those things which are true. Yeah, some of these people, some of these celebrities, some of these people, that they may say things that are true, but they not coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Yeah, we can say this through the spirit. Some people, some people may get riled up about this. Some people may start looking towards the truth, or whatever the case may be. But that'll make that'll make him a prophet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That'll make him a prophet because he can very well be controlled opposition. Then what you would say?
Exactly.
So hey, so we all know that Yahweh Shemel Shai, his spirit is in everything. Like I said, he work on the right hand and the left hand side. So this could be an individual to where, cause now it's like now people are deifying and idolizing, making even though he was already an idol, now they really idolize him. I seen something today where they saying he gonna make his own city. Jake talking about, so I'm gonna run and go be over there. We're gonna be sovereign. Somebody, somebody literally said he was set up as a savior, as Moses was set up for us when we got led out of Egypt.
Yep.
So what I'm saying. So just because somebody speak, things here and there that's truth. What about the men of the Lord? What about the prophets? Have they not been speaking these truths and these things for decades now?
That's right.
But as the scriptures say, it's a rock. When the rich man speak, if everybody want to listen.
And I'm there.
Okay, go ahead.
Spirit, Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 13 and 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look what he saith. They extol it to the clouds. But do you want to go in, Knocker? You got? I can do it if you want.
Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, see, like the brother. Oh, you want? Okay, kind of like the brother.
I was gonna say, it's like it, brother. You can read it again, bro.
You good? That's the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 13 and 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look what he said.
Right.
They extol it to the clouds.
Right. See, look, so he's speaking why? Because they look at him because he's famous. He got wealth. He got this. He doing that. Because every time somebody says something on there, they say, well, he just got dropped from this. He got dropped from that. What Jay go in there and say? Well, at least he a billionaire. He goes say that. At least he got this. At least he got that. So what? When the rich man speak, everybody hold his tongue. They stop and they say what they look and what he said. They extol it to the cloud. They give him high praises.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, as if he, yeah, of course, scriptures do say, we are gods, but he ain't Yahweh Shai. He's not the most high God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And these people actually idolize him. No, hey, you can't forget this man. Didn't he make his own Bible?
I was just about to say that. Yeah, he uses
it. Yeah, blasphemous.
Yep.
But the people who would love him and they go, man, I'm Jay don't know what's going on. I'm rocking with Ye. They don't know what's going on. Blindly following this man. He could have said, he done did all types of wickedness and abominable things. How do you think he got that money in the first place?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? But those are ins and outs that the people don't know. But as the scriptures say, the Lord will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets to the servants, the prophets.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
And real quick, just to make this point, and then I'm gonna jump back to the scripture.
Go ahead.
Matthew 15 and 14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Like you said, Jake want to blindly follow ye and deitize him, make him as the Most High, but not really check into what he's really done. Like I said, a lot of these people ain't paying attention. He came out with his own Bible, all right? The book of East, all right? And other blasphemous things he's done in the past, all right? So, and ultimately what? He's leaning onto his own understanding, all right? He's not leaning onto the understanding of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Remember, he's not looking for salvation. He's looking to make his own salvation on this side, all right? He's looking to build up this place, all right? But we know we got to wait for the kingdom of heaven to be established here, all right? So, yeah, but guess what? All those people blindly following, they going to follow with him, all right? And then back to Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 13 and 23.
Oh, and then to your point too, bro. Hey, scripturally speaking, it say to admonish them twice.
Yep.
And then after you don't want to, because we compassionate, we'll still keep trying. But scripturally speaking, it say to warn you twice, and after the third time, hey, treat you as a heretic. Man, do what you're gonna do. It's like you ain't even trying to reason with your brother. Hey, you consider like a heathen man. Go do what you do. you know, like just want to make that quick point. Go ahead, bro.
God, right, because our people want us to keep on begging and pleading for the nation of Israel just to come back. No, it ain't working that. Because we know what it's about the elect at the end of the day. So we
Exactly.
know his sheep are gonna hear his voice.
That's
And
right.
this back to Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 13 and 23. It says, "But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this?"
And who's a poor man? Who's a poor man right now? The prophets, the men of the Lord of Yahawah the one who day in and day out, what you don't see and realize, putting their life on the line to preach this gospel, right? And peace and sincerity, and charity and love, with no fear. Because why? We got Yahawah on our side.
Yep.
You people was trusting in men. They said this dude, he's saying all this and that, but hey, he don't know me. Esau probably called him on the side, like, yeah, keep on doing it. That's right. Little jigaboo, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, keep doing it, what I'm saying? Because like this is what like the people like said again, if you got some type of notoriety and you famous, we need to listen to him. But the poor man who we poor, but we rich in faith,
Yep.
right? We rich
Right.
to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding through the spirit of Yahweh Shai. This is going. Hey, what the scripture say? Then they shall know that the prophet been among you.
That's
It
right.
ain't say then shall know that a celebrity been among you, a rapper been among you, right? Because what they doing, they music ain't doing nothing but destroying you and leading you astray,
Yep.
right? Go ahead, bro.
Done. It says, uh, back to Sirach 13 and 23. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this?
Who these deranged and crazy so-called black men, so-called Latinos, so-called Native American? Who is these deranged men? Crying out in the streets, hollering at the top of their lungs. Who is these people?
Right.
Right? What fellas him? Go ahead.
And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
Right. So the one that's really the poor man who is really in need of help, so to speak, they be quick to overthrow him. But the one who's rich and don't need help, they quick to uphold, pretty much be a pillar to him, be a support system to him.
That's right.
You know, you got something to say on that, Elder?
No. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah,
Hold on, Blocky. I got to answer this call.
okay.
No, y'all go ahead.
God. So that just show you just hey, Babel. That just shows the confusion that's just been spread across the whole entire earth, especially with our people. Say like, yeah, like you somebody be rich and got everything that they can. Let me help him across. Let me open the door for him. Let me help him. Let me do this and that. Somebody of your own nation poor, distraught, broke down. You look down upon them, despise them, and will kick them. Kick them away. Right?
Matter of fact, now,
What'd you say?
a couple verses up is talking about exactly what you're talking about. Let me jump up for you.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 13 and 21. It says, a rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends.
Exactly. Go ahead, bro.
But a poor man being down is thrust away by his friends.
Which is madness.
Yep.
Say like that's just, hey man, like I said, the scriptures cover everything, man. Like that's the spirit that was right there. I was thinking about it too, like that is it somewhere, but like you said, yeah, somebody rich begin to fall. Hey, hold on, bro, but we got you, Bill. We got you, John. But let Keontae or Dante, he get the, he was on, but now he done fell off.
Yeah.
And,
He done fell off, man. He
right.
old news,
Right,
what I mean?
Yeah. Then what happened? Damn, homie, you was the man, homie.
Right.
Which
He was the man, homie.
Right. But we just, those are no carnal examples. But like I said, the poor man in this situation is like the men of the Lord out there crying and sighing for all the abominations to be done in the midst of. And who's there to help us up if we fall or stumble? Not y'all. Only who? The brotherhood and ultimately who? Yahweh Shai. That's who's going to lift us up and build us up, and that's going to be our foundation, right? Like I said, we build our foundation on what? Like I said, upon a rock. Something sturdy, something firm. Where y'all built your foundation on sand, that's gonna collapse. Just as you see in Babylon happening right now, it's collapsing.
Yep.
And then what's so crazy is the people so bugged out to where first it was about like they could just get our people with just celebrities. Oh, like few examples. The Migos. Oh, they broke up. That was all a hoopla about that. Oh, these tweets against Cardi B, Nicki, all this and that. Everybody running to that. Just simple distractions to where they carry our people away and don't know behind closed doors. They these bills, these laws they pass ultimately to do what? To come persecute you and put you to death.
Exactly.
And we telling you that is Ye telling you that?
Hey, look, one more verse. Look, check this out. Sirach 13-22. It says, when a rich man is fallen, he hath many helpers.
Right.
He speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet men justify him.
It look, and it seems as if Ye falling right now, but look at our people. What they saying? Protect this man.
Yep.
Right? Got many helpers. Got everybody who want to run to the side to help. Let's go find him. Let's help him. Right? And
Yep.
he's speaking things not to be spoken, and yet men justify. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a way and it's a platform to how you say things and where you say it. So of course we do what we do here on YouTube, but hey, that's through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's why the scriptures say, if this counsel be a man, it shall come up to naught.
That's right.
Right. So even even the Lord can use, say a 2/3 to enlighten, shed some light on some issues or this or that. But again, those things already been spoken about repetitive by who? The men of the Lord.
Yep.
But hey, just like as how they did with Yahawashi, who they want to choose Barabbas over Yahawashi. That's how our people is. They rather choose a nigga than someone that's righteous.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
The poor man slipped, and yet they rebuked him too.
Then we slipped, and then they slander you,
Yep.
scoff you. Yeah, they was then there waiting on your fall. Yep, we knew it. You know what I'm saying? Can't get right. Go ahead, bro.
He said he spake wisely and could have no place.
Right, he spake wisely. How is he speaking wisely? Real quick, if I may, I'll get straight to the point. Romans 3 and verse 4. Well, you know what? I'll read the 3 to 4. So Romans 3 says, for what the Son did not believe, shall the unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Right? So just because I don't believe that, I don't know about that, or I may have to, I don't know, that sounds like something they added in, man, whatever. So just because you don't believe, we just throw the faith away, throw the scriptures away, don't believe in the Lord no more. Verse 4, God forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar. And this is the point I'm making for that last point that you speak wisely. How are we speaking wisely? As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings and mightest overcome when thou art judged. How are we justifying what we're saying? Because we're using the words of the Heavenly Father.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we justify what we're saying.
Nope.
That's how we gonna overcome when we are judged, because we for the part of Yahweh Shem Shai. We for the downfall of this kingdom. Scripture say it be 9 things that bring joy to my heart, something like that.
Yep.
Man to see roughly paraphrasing, a man to see the fall of his enemies.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of y'all don't want to. Well, if Esau fall and the destruction come, we don't want that to happen because we're gonna be destroyed. Right? You see what I'm saying? So you would rather uphold this man's kingdom. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the main point of that is we justify because we actually using the words of the Heavenly Father that you so-called believe in.
Mm-hmm.
Who words trumps over Yahweh Shem Shai?
None.
Nobody. that was all that scripture, bro. You got some shot?
I just wanted to just add real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, where it says, but they rebuked him. They rebuked the poor man, and he spake wisely and could have no place. Right, just in the line above, when the rich man fell, that even though he spoke wrongly, they justified him. Right, they held him up. But when the poor man that's speaking wisely, he said, "What could have no place?" So we can't have nothing for us. All right, no
help. The thought just came across me. What? Since he spake wisely, using the words Yahweh Shem Shai, and he had no place, that means in your heart and your mind, your spirit, Yahweh Shem Shai don't have a place within you.
Exactly.
You see? So, a lot of people claim, I believe that, but then the words come down, I don't want to hear that. Get thee away. And like we always bring out, man, you turn your ear from hearing the law, Yahweh Shem Shai, your prayer become an abomination, a filthy, wicked act. So, or of course, lest you repent, but every single time from that point, the Lord just disgusted with your prayer. It don't probably don't even make it past the clouds or nothing. Man. Don't bring this up to me. This is wickedness. This is filthy, right? What you about to say, so, bro? Okay, yeah. So
back that up real quick.
Okay.
Luke 10:16.
Oh, yeah.
He that heareth you heareth me. This is the red letter. This is Yahawashi. And he that despises you despises me, and he that despises me despises him that sent me. So, like I said, hey, You're mad at the people that the Lord set up. All right, we're here the ambassadors of Yahweh Shem Shah. We're here as representatives. All right, so that's the same as saying, coming against Yahweh Shem Shah. So, and these people don't realize that. All right, we're just the vessels that the Lord is using, but we're coming in His stead for Him. We're talking for Him. All right, we're the mouthpieces of the Lord. But these people don't want to hear that, so they're gonna be
Right.
what condemned by that. They're gonna be destroyed. All right.
That's right.
Hey, and like how that scripture said, had no place. Also, it says, like when I said, the Lord don't got His place in their heart. Don't expect to have a place on those chariots when they come for the salvation of the elect. Keep that same energy.
That's right.
You got some shot?
God. This is Isaiah 30 and 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. I'm gonna keep on going down. Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So yeah, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all trusting in Esau's oppression. All right, y'all trusting in this kingdom, y'all think it's gonna go on forever. All right, but y'all don't know that the Lord's finna destroy this place. All right. It says that walk to go down to Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So yeah, y'all go to the white man. If y'all need help with bills or food, y'all go to the white man. Y'all don't ask the Lord. All right, because y'all don't care about the Lord. All right. Verse 3 says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So yeah, because y'all want to trust in Esau, y'all gonna die like Esau. All right, that's it.
Right.
Oh,
All right.
bro.
Huh?
If I think don't it say, and the Egyptian shall help in vain?
God.
It like I think maybe around 5 or I believe that's what. Let me see.
That's it. Verse
You got it?
Yeah, look at verse 7,
Oh,
Isaiah 30.
yeah, 7. Okay, 7.
uh,
Yep.
Isaiah 30 and 7. For the Egyptians shall help in vain, and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their their strength is to sit still.
Right. So what it's telling you, and then in the NLT for like the help in vain, they say Egypt's promises are worthless. So their help is worthless. Their help is without value. It's without substance. And you crying to these people to help you, even though you may say, even though they done made this whole, white versus black type of thing going on, like, how they spewed up with George Floyd. And ever since then, now is whatever post you may see is always a clash, right? But the same people who you clashing with, they're gonna be the ones who you're gonna be hoping for help, right? Like I said, you please help me or do this or that. Let prices spike up again. You gonna be asked for a stimulus. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna be asking for it. Now the men of the Lord, hey, if it be delivered to us, hey man, we ain't gonna be no fool with it. Now you can have it back.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Right.
Like, because it's really our money, anyway, we at all people in the whole entire earth, we owed everything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they give it to us like we ain't gonna be over righteous. Oh man, I'm gonna send it right back. Absolutely not. But y'all hope in Egypt. We hope in the destruction of this place, right? That's why I say they shall help in vain and to be into no purpose. Therefore, have our cry concerning this, their strength is to sit still. Meaning what? As you see right now, their strength is crumbling, right? They ain't this powerful, mighty nation no more. It's crumbling, just as it did during the time of the ancient Greeks, the Edomite Greeks, just like during the time of the Edomite Romans. Same thing gonna happen in this time, right? Because back in ancient Rome, they was actually more firmer. They was actually more stronger. They actually held things together in a better sense. But over here, being that iron mixed with miry clay, it ain't holding together.
That's right.
So you
Yeah.
ultimately, what you say, Elder?
No, yeah, ain't nobody scared of America no more, man.
Yep. But nobody, like you said, nobody's scared. So everything about Esau, Edom, America, their pride, and everybody was scared, and ultimately wondered at the beast for all the things that they had. Well, guess what? In a sense, they still wondering for a little bit, but at the end of the day, those same people who wondered at them are going to be the ones who destroy this place, right? Those ones who gave their power for an hour, hey, them going to be the same ones who turn their missiles against them. and blow their ass up. And here it is, you hoping for help, and you hoping that this place lasts forever and forevermore. But in the scriptures, it's prophesied for this place to be a memorial.
That's
This is
right.
a sacrifice prepared to Yahawah, and it'll be a monument or a memorial of a wicked kingdom, how not to live and how not to run the kingdom. Right? It'll be a monument. You're like, damn, what's that over there? Babylon the Great. The most wickedest, most vilest place, kingdom, and entire of human existence.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
Slovakia.
Very good. I got something real quick. Back up fast.
Okay, you said you got some too, shot.
Yeah.
Okay, you go. You go right. You go. There's no time. He said real quick.
Calm. This is Lamentations 4:17. It says, "As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us." All right, and that's 2/3 of our people, man. They're looking at American Babylon Great to still be this great war horse that can go around beating and clobbering nations, wherever they so go, so that they can be comfortable in their wickedness over here, so they can establish, they little businesses and build up in this society, and they want to be on the same tip as Esau Edom as to what they think their houses are going to continue forever and ever on this side. All right, so they building here, hey, because you got Jake talking about nation building stuff here, even us, ones of the circumcision, the one that know about being the Israelites. All right, they trying to build over here. All right, they want the schools and all the followers and stuff. Forget about the elect, right? They trying to wake up all the nation. All right, but under what? Getting these 501c3s. What? That's the contract between you and the government, man. All right, you can only teach certain ways. So we know that you done sold out if you have that set up.
Well,
So-
let a certain Israelite group tell you, 501c3 is not selling out; it's progress.
Exactly. That's that vain help. All right, right. Even that mindset. When you're supposed to know this place is going to be destroyed. So hey, that's how you know where their mind is at, man. It's not truly on Yahawah. It's about the benefit of the truth and the hotness of the word, that they using for their own belly, but they're gonna be destroyed too.
Elder, it's just funny how you said. 'Cause I just thought like, so getting aid and help and special privilege from the wicked is progress.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
Yeah.
Elder.
Not working hard or praying to the Lord to give you the increase, but selling out to the government. That's progress.
And we should
Selling
see.
out, yeah, selling out to your oppressor. That's progress.
Right. And then, like what the Don brought out, you looking for a nation who can't even save themselves.
That's right.
How can they save you if they can't save themselves? As we speaking, man, we prophesied, man. Speaking before, man, it's already written that the victory is already given to the elect, right? Ultimately to the nation of Israel as a whole, but to the elect at this time. And it's already written that this place will not have an inhabitant at all forever.
That's right.
So right then and there, they tell you that you already lost if you're trying to uphold this kingdom. If you want this to last forever, you already lost. They gonna lose.
That's right.
So like I said, they who can save them from going into captivity? Well, who can save them from being destroyed first and foremost? Because Isaiah 63 speaks about Yahushua coming, to hear personally, right?
Right.
And then all the various places, we already know the various places of Edom gonna get obliterated. But he coming here personally. Who can put that off? Who can put those plagues off? Who can stop that? Who can go beat him in the air to be? Let's speak diplomatically. Who can do that? Right? There's nowhere in the scriptures where it's saying he gonna come and he may think about it. No. When he say he gonna come, he gonna render judge. And he say what he do is judge and make war.
Yeah, he's not gonna get here and then change his mind. Well, you know what? On my way here, I thought about it on my way here, and I decided to, give you another chance. No, that's not gonna happen, man. You think the Lord finna travel all them light years away to get here and then change his mind to let you slide? No, it's not gonna happen.
Right. Oh, or like real quick, not to get off, but this is like that Dragon Ball Z series. They got a guy called Beerus. He a god of destruction, right? And the way that they appease him, because he said, "I'm gonna come and if y'all don't do what I tell y'all to do or what I want to happen, I'm gonna destroy the whole earth." Don't you know they appease his wrath with ice cream and cakes? You think that's not gonna happen with the Yahawashi?
Hey, hey, that reminds me too of the movie the Day the Earth Stood Still.
Mhm.
From the alien, they were gonna destroy everything. He came back, it's like he started running into his counterparts that been, planted. He's like, man, I don't care. I got a family here now. This place ain't that bad. Man, get that ain't
Wow.
No,
gonna.
no, no, bro. That's cause what could you offer? What could you offer? An entity that come from the heavens,
Man, the scripture said that your gold and silver should not be able to save you.
right? It's like,
So if gold and silver can't get you out of ass whooping, what you think ice cream gonna piss the Lord off, man?
we, we gonna give you a Snicker or something. Like,
Yeah,
like he go, like he gonna deliver you some Chick-fil-A. Like he gonna deliver the Lord some Chick-fil-A. Got the deluxe
Right.
for you. Like no, man, ain't nothing
I
that.
got you all the sauces.
yeah.
Right. Oh man, that's not like like scripture like the other said, as we said, the scriptures it don't say that, man. All out carnage is coming. Like I said,
Lord, I got some old Halloween candy.
right. What's them candies? The peanut butter with the orange and black.
Oh, the candy corn.
Mm.
Well, since you got some candy corn, I guess I won't destroy it yet.
Right. We'll let y'all go,
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a chance to heal Babylon. Give us a chance.
But look, that'll be they say what we would have healed Babylon. So we would have, but that's not a part of the program. That's not a
Right.
part of that's not what they call the itinerary, whatever they call it.
Right. Yeah.
It's not in the tour, So
Right.
it's
That's
not
not
on the
on the
brochure.
that's not on the grocery list.
Right.
Hey, I got it. Since you said I got a quick precept. This Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 25. It said, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. So the inhabitants of Babylon, you Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, as well as you Edomites, so-called white people, and the rest of you heathen nations, y'all gonna be trying to seek peace when the Lord come and destroy this place. But like I said, there shall be none. Why is that? Because you children of Israel, you Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, here in America and abroad where you scattered, you didn't bother to pay attention to the Lord's word. The Lord say, "Hey, go pack your bag. I'm getting ready." But in your mind, well, I got time. The Lord, he gonna take forever to come if he even come. So hey, y'all made a decision what to turn your back on the Lord. Therefore, when he comes this destruction, ain't gonna be no peace. Ain't gonna be no hiding. Ain't gonna be no running. It's just it. It's time to pay the piper, man. That's all to it, man. You know what I'm saying? So while you living your life based off of yay, 2024, yay for president, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And and all these other false prophets out here in Israel and the purple and gold, purple people eaters, you go and get you a purple and gold garment and want to march up and down the streets like that, man. The Lord said, I'm gonna read it one more time. Ezekiel 7 and 25. Destruction cometh. That's a future prophecy. No, matter of fact, that's a prophecy that's taking place now. Because guess what? Destruction is here.
That's right.
Not the final destruction, but destruction is here. It said, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. So all you people that's not following the law, statutes, commandments, or at least trying, you people out there that took your hand off the plow, you people out there that's celebrating these pagan holidays, you people that's calling on these false gods, going to these false churches, these false houses of worship, and your mind is worship.
Hmm.
Guess what? You're gonna be destroyed.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Because whatever the Lord say, hey, he stands by his word. He stand on his word, and he put his word on himself.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, you man, look, shit, when the Lord say something, that's it, brother.
Right. That's all she wrote.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead, brother.
God, I got some.
I think Shock been holding.
Oh, guys, yeah, cons. Go ahead, Shot.
Oh, my bad, Shock.
I know that's all good. So,
Patience.
this is First Thessalonians 5 and 3, backing up the elder. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as
God.
travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right, so yeah, y'all gonna be looking for that peace and safety, but hey, there's gonna be none. All right, y'all not gonna be able to escape the Lord's wrath. All right,
That's right.
uh,
Oh,
and
oh,
that's it.
oh, you know
God.
what? I just thought about something. That's right there. That just shows the balance of the right hand and left hand. The elder
Yep.
brought out, he said, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. So it's gonna be the earth will give into the hand of the wicked. They're gonna be telling you that peace is coming. It's gonna be okay, right? And that, as we, there quoted earlier, this counsel be of men, it shall come to naught.
That's right.
That right then and there, right there, is a perfect balance as far as this was the Lord said, but this was men say. But we understand that majority of our people gonna listen to what men say and not
That's
they
right.
power who girded them and surnamed them and chose them.
Yeah, I got a priest.
That's right.
So
That's right.
just want to make that point because matter of fact, since we brought up presidential elections, didn't Trump and Biden, they both spoke about peaceful things and we got everything all under control. It's gonna be all right, no worries, and this and that. The next week or so, lockdowns
Yep.
everywhere.
That's right. That's right.
And that, and that what that shows you when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction will come, right? And then we'll follow that the whole George Floyd thing and all that fiasco, all this and that, complete chaos come, and that was the Lord just showing just a snippet of
England.
what's little like you said, little inkling. And foreshadowing of what's to come on a more grander scale. It ain't gonna be no more test runs. It's gonna be the real deal.
Yep. Yep. Hey, that's the Lord showing that what his counsel shall stand. All right.
That's right.
You, you say you got something, Kasar? Or you got something?
Yeah, yeah, I got some.
All right, you did.
This is matter of fact, here I'm gonna jump up. This is
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
this is Matthew 10, and I'll start at 14. Pointers and 15. I'm gonna jump down. Matthew 10 and 14. It's red letter YAHAWASHI. It says, "And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words when you depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet." We've been here prophesying and preaching and teaching this word, and many people have been what? They've been marked by the words, whether they hear or forbear. So guess what? Hey, they don't want to hear it. Hey, we shake the dust off, like the brother said. You go to them about what 2-3 times, and then what? Hey, it's out of your hands. You did what you had to do. So that's up to the Lord, because He's gonna have mercy upon who He had mercy on, right? So, and it says, verse 15, "Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city." Right. Now that's something to really look at. We know Sodom and Gomorrah got burned by fire. All right. And it's still to this day, all right, it's messed up.
There's no inhabitants to this day.
Exactly. Yeah. What city got built back up? Nothing.
well, Lot's wife still live there.
Right? Yeah,
Oh, yeah, she's still there. And this is Yahweh Shai speaking. All right. So
Right.
that's something, man, to really ponder upon.
Yeah,
We know
'cause
Sodom and Gomorrah got totally wiped out, and it's gonna be more tolerable to be in Sodom and Gomorrah than what.
exactly. That's the spirit. I was just gonna say. He said it'll be more tolerable. Matter of fact, you know what?
You be looking at the word for you?
Yep. I'm finna
Uh,
get it now.
Okay, go. Okay. That's speaking values. A place that was already destroyed by fire and brimstone is more tolerable than the place that's going to get overkilled with over what 200 million warheads, and that's just the warheads, the contrary laser beams, and then think about everything that's going to be going on, like a cataclysm of just
Earthquakes.
destruction, earthquakes, volcanoes, all everything, the pestilence, the famine, all these
Leviathan.
things, man. Like, oh
Apparitions.
yeah, great point, Leviathan. You
yep.
know, yeah, behemoth, all man.
Yeah. Hey, newly created beast.
No,
All
look
that.
out.
Right. It's not looking. The future is looking bleak.
So
Not
he said,
looking
what he said? Release the Krakens.
right. Release the
That word tolerable, it means able to be endured. It said fairly good, mediocre. Some of the words are bearable, endurable, sufferable, supportable, was it breakable, admissible, manageable, pardonable, excusable, what is this? Forgivable, intolerable. Well, that's the opposite, intolerable. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Them fairly synonyms for tolerable. So
so, so basically, in that situation, you'd be like, I can make do with this, you know.
Right. You're not gonna.
Like I said, it's better to be over in Sodom and Gomorrah when it got destroyed than over here. So like that's like I said, like bro said, that speaks volumes in itself. And
man,
then
because we know Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, the five cities was wicked as hell, man.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord said it'd been more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah. So that mean this place is wicked as hell, bro. This place is more wicked than Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's right.
God,
Remember what? 2 Ezra 15:6 say what? And wickedness have exceedly polluted
yep,
the whole earth, and their
yep.
hurtful works are fulfilled.
That's it. And I'm gonna jump. I got one more verse. Y'all got it right back. But just to jump up. Once again, still YAHAWASHI. Matthew 10:34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. And you see that sword, working in the earth now, man. Hey, casualties upon casualties, man. Me and Taz did a lesson yesterday, man. We're seeing 200 here, 60 here, 20 there, 600 there. I mean, all kinds of death is being placed upon this earth, man.
And then with that death, also what? Division. Friends against friends, families against families, fathers against sons. All that, like the Lord, they thought, Lord about to bring peace, bring peace. He's not gonna bring peace in the fashion that you think he's gonna bring it in. Like we said earlier, he ain't coming down, with Pegasus and the Nimbus clouds fly everywhere, and everything just gonna be all right. Let's hold hands, brethren, and all the sun rays fly. No,
The Lord finna get a piece of that head. He finna bust that head wide open.
Oh, you made a good point, Taz. Right. It's not the peace they looking for, but peace is coming upon the earth by getting the wicked up out of here, man. See, they understanding what peace is coming. You know what I mean?
Well, we believe, through the Spirit, Lord willing, we are part of the tabernacle of David being risen up. How did David, bring together peace for Solomon? Making war, and like brother said, bloodshed upon these heathens, making them subject, and that's what YAHAWASHI gonna come back and do, right? What he say to Psalms 2? Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. First and foremost, to who? YAHAWASHI HaMashiach, who y'all ignorantly call Jesus, and y'all think that he just gonna come back and just be like he's some big softy, like he's just big sweetie pie. Absolutely not. Because then they say, well, he shall bash them on the head, break them into shivers and rule them with a rod of iron. Don't sound like, like I said, like we always speak about, man. Look, I hate to be, I mean, we know Esau, he don't gonna get it, but that's why Apostle Hart always say, man, if you a heathen, you better hope you ain't one of them. But like you said though, peace is gonna be, said normally through peace, it gotta be what? A war. Why? Because why? After war, what they say, peace talks. Says so a war gotta come to pass, gotta happen. Then the peace gets gendered in. But the thing is, it's not gonna when the peace gets rendered in, it's not gonna be on when we see eye to eye with each other. We're gonna be on even playing grounds, this and that. No, we gonna be sovereign. We gonna be on top, right? Don't get me wrong. It's going and ultimately y'all gonna be happy being subject to us, right? Because what Proverbs 29 say, what? When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. But when the righteous bear rule, rejoice. Roughly paraphrasing.
Right.
I got that backwards. But you're gonna be rejoicing. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. But what's the what they say, the going, get going, the get going, whatever the case may be, it's gonna be better. You're gonna be happy, right? Because even Romans speak about the earnest creature waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God. Even though they don't say, like they do say, like they want peace in the earth. We want this to stop. We want this to stop. That's their spirit, saying, indirectly, in a sense, directly, that they wait for the sons of YAHAWASHI to be risen up and put back in power, right? And you may not like hearing it right now, but in the time to come, when you see these melanated men in power, you ain't gonna have that energy. You're gonna be happy that this wicked this wicked, unrighteous ruler been uprooted and taken out of the land of the living. You'll be happy.
Hey, remember that Elamite woman.
Yep.
Remember, she said that she's waiting on the Israelites to come back into power.
That's right.
Something to that effect.
Yeah. I remember what you're talking about. They had to like, it was kind of like you can see like the desert behind her and all that.
Yeah,
She's getting interviewed. Yeah, you're right. You know, and people say that. They say that, man, we want peace, but you know, as a matter of fact, if I may, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is it's Sirach chapter 10. Let me see where I'm gonna start at.
10:3.
Right here. Okay. Let me see. Right here. This is Sirach chapter 10. I'm gonna start at verse 3. It say, an unwise king destroyeth his people. And this is the new king of Babylon, the new pharaoh, the new king, of Assyria. The Esau, even the so-called white man. That's him. He destroying the people. He destroying the people. He destroying the air, the water, the ecosystems, food, clothing, you name it. Things that you can see that you can't see. He destroying every single thing. They say, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. And prudence going to what? Having wisdom. Who was given the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the scriptures? The Israelites. They said, this is your wisdom unto the nations. So the prudent gonna come through when we put back in power. And to say, the power of the earth is in the hand of YAHWASHI, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Starting with who? YAHWASHI HaMashiach. Then underneath him, King David, the 12, the rest of the 144,000. Then, so from a song, all the way down to the multitude, to just the whole nation of Israel, right? That's going to be that one who the Lord sets over. That's going to be profitable to the whole entire earth, and then in any other galaxies that we may possess. But the one who's in power right now, he's not profitable. He ain't doing nothing but destroying the people. It's another one. It's in his same chapter. I'm trying to how Esau be, you looking for something and it just cut off.
Right.
It's because speak about like it's gonna be a ruler that they look not for. Is it? Let me see. I'm trying to get it, but as I'm looking for that, but yeah, that's the thing though. Like like I said, the people they mourning and they like I said they in woes and in pains because why? This man is in power. Right, this man, like I said, this is the wicked of the scriptures. That's why we said account. I said account, man. Look, you look up the most evil and vilest and wickedest people in the earth. They go back to the so-called white man. That's y'all. And again, you've been given the Lord gave you power. He gave you a chance, right, to rule. And look what you've done. You have destroyed every single thing. That's why I say, if these days not be shortened, then no flesh shall be saved. You would kill everybody, even your damn self. You have to be stopped. You that cancer that's here in the earth. You have to be rooted out. You have to be cut off. You have to be plucked out. But we understand in due time, like the Lord said, He's gonna set one over that is profitable, and that's gonna be ultimately the nation of Israel, headed by Yahawah, YAHWASHI, and the rest of the order on down.
That's right.
You got
I'm trying to find what you were talking about in Sirach.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
I'm looking for it now.
I got something real quick.
Go
Go ahead, Chuck.
This is Psalms 109:8. Let his days be few, and let another take his office. And Esau Edom's, his days are few. All right, he got little time left. To the Lord come and destroy this place and set Israel, on the rulership. All right, it says, and let another take his office. So yeah, Israel's finna take his office. All right, starting off with Yahushua. All right, that was it on that.
Hey, is it 11-5?
You said 11-5. Let me see. It could be.
I got something to back up Shocky real quick.
Go ahead, Nathan.
This is Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined.
That's it, Elder.
The number of his months are with thee.
That's
the one. Yep.
Just to back up Shock real quick, Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So Esau Edom, like we're going into Friday's camp day, he's got a deadline. He's got an expiration date. All
That's
right.
right.
So he's only going to go so far until the Lord says, "What? All right, this is it. All right, time to destroy them, take them out of power, and raise up my men, and to take power, start with Yahawashi, King David the 12, and elect on down." All right. So that's why it's important to what to maintain the faith. Hey, just stay and endure to the very end. That's all we can do, man. That's what we pray that the Lord allows us to endure to the very end, because the same shall be saved, like it says in the scriptures. Okay,
That's
so
right.
yeah, we gotta wait just a little longer. The Lord's moving. All right.
That's right.
I'm gonna read this for Taz and Sirach 11:5. It says, "Many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of have worn a crown."
Right. So it's been many kings who have ruled. And then we can just simple it down to the least common denominator. What you had? What the Syrio-Babylonian Empire? They was kings, right? You had the Medo-Persian Empire. They was kings. The Greeks, the Romans, this revised Roman Empire. Those are examples of many kings have sat down upon the ground, right? And ultimately, they're gonna be, like I said, they're gonna be brought to naught ultimately, like just like those previous kingdoms. They had their time where they're going to rule, and then what? Yahweh Shemashai brought them down. Just like in Malachi 1:4, say what? Thou shalt build, but I shall throw down. Right?
That's
It's
right.
going to be Yahweh Shemashai that throw you down as well, because hey, he the one that he the one that set them up and set y'all up, and it's his movie, and it's what it's how the Lord dramatic. You feel like you're your high horse and everything go all right, this and that, and just like that, and just in one day you get taken right out. And to say, and one that was never thought of have worn the crown. And don't nobody look at how we downtrodden, and look at how we are the offscouring of the whole entire earth. Ain't nobody thinking that we ever wear a crown or be in rulership or be in some type of authority. Ain't nobody thinking of us. They like I said right now, everybody think that this white man gonna be forever. But then what they talking about Moab, right? So at the end of the day, when it comes to rulership, people only looking towards the heathens because of their technology, because their economy, because of their power, their this or that. And don't know that the Lord got all y'all mindsets in the trick bag. Like I said, the
Yeah,
one that you look not for, the one that you look not for, gonna wear that crown, and that's gonna be the so-called black or melanated men, right? Latino men, so-called Native American men, right? Because we, like I said, we know we all gonna be changed. So I guarantee you, we're not gonna have the curse of leprosy.
yeah, because even when we ruled Europe for 1,000 years during the Dark Ages or the Byzantine Empire, these people still think that's folklore, and it's a proven fact that the Israelites ruled Europe for 1,000 years, but they look at it like we talking about. They believe more in Paul Bunyan than they do that we ruled Europe for 1,000 years.
Yeah,
Right.
right. Johnny Appleseed and
You
them.
know what I'm saying?
Internet ain't.
That's crazy, man. We sit there and
Ooh.
tell people, yeah, we rule Europe for 1,000. You're a damn lie. You know what I'm saying? But then we mention the Easter Bunny. Yeah, he came to my house yesterday. That's nonsense. They believe in leaving cookies and milk for imaginary demon Santa Claus, but then they don't want to believe factual history.
Precepts.
Go ahead, brother.
Then before I get this, like to your point, we was bringing up, like you said, bringing up like when we ruled, like just the term Byzantine in itself.
Right.
Upside down, distorted, not seemly. This is not right. You know what I'm saying? That's how
Right.
they look at us. Like 'cause we in power. This is a glitch in the this is a glitch in life. That's why I call it the dark ages, or we lost all mannerisms of knowledge during that time period. But then out of nowhere, during the Renaissance, everything just come back. Like where's everything that was lost in between? You
Right.
know, and just what you were speaking of, I got a Sirach chapter back in Sirach chapter 10, verse 14. It says, "The Lord Yahweh Shai hath cast down the thrones of proud princes, and set up the meek in their stead." And that's what we ultimately waiting on right now. All those that are proud, and we understand that Esau, he's the most proud. We wait for him to be cast down. Again, how he was cast down before, but to be cast down indefinitely. Right? It ain't gonna be no season where you're gonna be, downtrodden and lowly, and then come back in power. Surprise. No, that's not gonna happen. It's a It say, and like I said again, it set up the meek in their stead. And who's the meek? Who's the meek of the earth? The Israelites, the children of Yahweh Shem Shai. It say the Lord hath plucked up the roots of the proud nation. So right, if you pluck up the root, that means ain't no growing back. Right? Ain't no coming back. There's no, so there's no stem or the case may be to where those branches can sprout out again. You take up the whole root. Like if you take up a whole root of a tree, that tree not gonna grow back. But if you leave that stump there, it got a chance to continue, to grow back and to flourish again. So he said he had plucked up the roots of the proud nations, right? Because all y'all proud, right? It say, because let's say what they clap their hands, they happy that the Lord did it. They wag, they happy that the Lord put us down low. So they feel like because they had their little time period to rule, right? And it says, and planted the lowly in their place. Who's the lowly again? The Israelites. So y'all was proud princes. Y'all was of y'all false royalty, of y'all majesty. Y'all was in power. But guess what? Y'all gonna be uprooted, and we gonna be plucked, and we gonna be planted in power.
That's right.
Right? They say, look. So pretty much is a new plant gonna be put in the ground, put in the earth as far as rulership. Pluck up that was there before and plant a new one. Say that wicked, say that those unrighteous and proud, plant, so to speak, and plant a holy, plant a lily, if you will, in the place of them. It say the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth. Right? And like I said, get in history, that's what the Lord did. Like I said again, the Babylonians, Syrians, they was up at the point in time. What? Nineveh was destroyed. Babylon ultimately wasn't destroyed, but they power structure was destroyed. They was assimilated to another kingdom.
That's
Likewise,
right.
right? Like just like with the Medo-Persians and the Greeks and the Romans, like they, say they was destroyed, but we understand this time period, they destroyed them to the foundation of the earth. We know Esau, he gonna be destroyed and perish forever. All those other nations gonna still be around. They're gonna be tributaries, they're gonna be slaves, but the wicked, the most pride, they'll be never again. They'll be heard of no more. It say he took some of them away and destroyed them and have made the memorial to cease from the earth.
That's right.
And we know, like I said, at the end of the day, these other nations gonna be around. Yeah, he took some and destroyed them, but it's gonna be one of them. Esau, Edom, their memorial, their memory. Anything in remembrance of them to cease from the earth. They you'll never be heard of again. You'll never see Edomite ever again. Tyranny and wickedness and vileness, those the bases of men, they'll never be around ever again. And we gonna rejoice, and the whole entire earth gonna rejoice, because they remember when this man was in power, man, we were suffering, we were struggling. But now with the Israelites in power, no, even though we underneath them, hey man, we good. You follow the laws, statutes, commandments, well, you receive blessings.
That's right.
And if you know the latter. If you don't do, then hey, we can send a drought to you. We can send a famine. We can send a pestilence. But if you knew what was right for you through the Spirit, hey, it probably won't be so. It probably won't be too many problems when the kingdom to come, because we can definitely go exact judgment accordingly.
Right.
We gonna be like Yahweh Shem Shai, slack not, he faileth not.
Right.
Yeah, when we get back in power, man, forget a block party. This is gonna be a planet party.
Right.
Right.
That's right. Go ahead, bro.
I had one I was holding.
Yeah, go ahead, Nathan.
Yeah. Just based off the back y'all up. This is Daniel 4:17. It says, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers," talking about the prophets. It says, "in the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men." All right, so hey, once again, the Lord's in the total control. All right, he gives and takes away. All right, especially all these kingdoms. All right, they were given at one point and they were taken away. All right, and they set up the basis, man. We know it's who? Esau, Edom, so-called white man. All right, so easy a caveman can do it. That's their slogan. All right, they were set up, and now they're about to be thrown down. All right, and guess who's going to come back up? The nation of Israel. All right,
That's right. That's right. Anybody else?
Yeah, I got something.
Go ahead, brother. You got something, Shaki?
Okay.
All right, this is
We're gonna
Revelation.
close out. We're gonna close out with Shakias.
God.
Con. This is Revelations 21:1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
Right, and that new heaven and new earth, meaning it go back to the Greek word kainos, which means a refreshed. So you got people bug guys like vocab to saying, well, everything gonna blow up like the Getty Star, whatever whatever in Star Wars, whatever the case may be, everything's gonna blow up to a million pieces. The scriptures in Ecclesiastes 1:4 say that the earth abideth forever, and he also got scriptures say what he created the earth to be inhabited. Right, so as again, when men speaking out the side of their neck, don't trust in them, don't believe in them. Believe in those who are speaking through the scriptures, because that is the actual word of YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
So this new heaven, new earth is ultimately talking about a refreshing of of the earth. And
Yeah,
and also heaven. Oh, go ahead, Elder.
yeah, because the Lord ain't gonna have no sign in the sky talking about some shut down for repairs or under construction. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and then
Take a
also
take a take a detour to Mars and then come back around to Earth because
Right.
ain't gonna be no sign saying that, man.
right, and also that heaven too. Also, because I believe Corinthians speak about three heavens.
Yep.
And we understand this heaven is talking about just the general rulership here on earth. That's gonna be that heaven that's gonna be refreshed. You think the Lord gonna he gonna destroy, he gonna destroy portions of earth. Well, let me destroy my throne too. No, that's not gonna happen. It's like, oh man, let a Christian tell you. Go
Close
ahead. Right.
heaven closed after 3000 AD until further notice.
Right,
No,
vacant till then.
you know what I'm saying? The heavens under construction. You see the angels with hammers and paintbrushes talking about, nah, man. Nah. Go ahead, brother.
All right. Back in Revelations 21:1, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For
Oh,
the first,
that since you said that, Taz, it remind me when it says a new name, that's the same thing talking about
Yep.
a fresh.
Exactly. Yep.
It ain't talking about the Lord gonna change the birth certificate to a whole new name.
Right.
No.
Exactly.
Go ahead, brother.
and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea.
So ultimately, you're talking about the rulership of Esau, Edom, right? Because the main two players is what? Jacob and Esau. It say Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Second is the
Yep.
6th and 9th. Right. So this earth, this heaven, this rulership that's gonna pass away is the rulership or the aeon of Esau, Edom.
All right.
That's right.
Verse 2. And I, John, saw a holy city, a new Jerusalem coming down from
Hey, well,
Yahawah.
why John didn't say John seen a new earth coming down? You know what I'm saying?
It was spinning on his axis as well,
Right. Right.
Right. Because ultimately, when he say he's seen that holy city, it also ain't a whole city just mapped out, fall out of the sky. The scriptures say that Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Right? The scripture said, well, he made not the people for the place, but the place for the people.
Right.
So we ultimately consider what? The city of peace of YAHAWASHI, his sanctuary.
Yeah. Hey, it won't be that old Jerusalem full of sin. You know what I mean? We're gonna be
Exactly.
Right.
Because it proves that they're not the people. Because, as the brother said, sin is running rapid. Some they over there, getting busy with the wall. This is complete. Because you gotta laugh about it. Because it do infuriate you. Because just of course we understand it was through our sins transgression why it happened. But just to see them people really, like, come on, man, they really impersonating us while we over here fighting against each other. I'm a Moor, I'm an African, I'm this, I'm that, right? And these people there in our land claim to be us and just completely defile our land, defile them.
I'm a 5% of Jack.
Right. Like that's what Jake want to fight over: false doctrines and false ways of life, and being like I said, these people impersonating us, and you want to impersonate somebody else other than yourself.
Hotel.
Right. But. The unconscious foods,
Yeah. Welcome, brothers and sisters.
Right.
Brother Side Meta.
Right.
All right. Verse 2. And I, John, saw a new city, a new Jerusalem, coming down from Yahawah out of the heaven.
It say a new Jerusalem, right? So again, when that second covenant come, what's going to be down with our inward parts? The law, statutes, and commandments, a refreshed Jerusalem who will never sin and commit iniquity ever again.
Now that's gonna be the new covenant,
right? Yep, the new covenant. Some people saying we in it right now. Why are you still teaching your brothers and sisters?
right?
Why is wickedness running rampant in the whole entire earth?
Right.
Why is nations at war currently? You know, so
why are we still sinning?
Exactly, and we still in captivity.
Right.
You know, we rest our case on that. You know, y'all figure it
out.
All right. Prepared as a bride, adorned for her husband.
Because why we liken to a comely and delicate woman. You know, and we, said we was married to YAHAWASHI. You know, there was a temporary divorce, but he brought his son up to what? Be that bridegroom. And that's what
it wasn't a divorce. It was a, as they say today, it was a separation.
Oh, a separation.
Yeah. We needed time apart.
Things just weren't working out.
Yeah.
These people crazy, but that's what we go out and do when we go to the highways and byways to what? To bid to the marriage. This is the marriage that we bid into. Jay think it's gonna be, well, man, let me get my 3-piece tuxedo. And no, man, like no, this is the marriage, a spiritual marriage, that's gonna come into the physical.
Is it gonna be wedding cake in the kingdom?
Right. They're gonna jump the broom.
Right.
Is
the Heavenly Father gonna perform the ceremony?
Right. They gonna have they gonna have the choir and everybody, everybody clapping with tambourines and everything, like.
No, Michael is gonna perform the ceremony because Yahawah gotta walk. He gotta walk us down the aisle to be given away.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, with Jagged Edge playing in the background.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hey,
I just want to get married.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's get married.
Oh man.
but that's why, because somebody, the other Apostle Gabar did a video, like, I guess somebody asked him why we go out to the streets. Well, because we've been given the task to bid to the marriage. We ultimately giving out those spiritual invitations through this word. And Lord willing, as far as we doing that, we have an invitation as well. We doing this for a reward. Right?
Hey, matter of fact, right now as we doing this video, we giving out spiritual invitations.
That's right, y'all.
That's right.
That's right. So hey, the Lord know who on the RSVP list, and He know who not. Right? That's why it's best to, hey, like I said, we striving, we giving diligence to make our call and election sure. And even so doing that, we can only still hope to receive salvation. But at least what the elder said, but for y'all who not even trying and not even considering, no chance in hell. You got no chance.
There will be security at the door.
Right,
That's right.
Throw his ass out, like we gotta have a little fun with this. But yeah, you don't got no invitation. It's just like when the Lord closed the ark.
Yep.
They gonna be slammed on that, beating on that, and then he burnt up, lake of fire through. That's how, as you see it through the spirit, it's like the same thing. Like, you ain't want to take heed. You got the invitation was presented, but you ain't take it.
You tore it up.
Right, tore it up. Throw it away. Wait, what is this?
Hey, you had better things to do that day.
Right,
they mad because YAHAWASHI didn't have no shrimp or crab at the wedding.
Right. They had no hookah or nothing, no.
Right.
They had no devil's lettuce there, they ain't have that,
Ain't no pork chops and chitlins.
Right. Shrimp cocktail drinks.
Yes, and some calamari and some fried kitten and
Octopus arms, like
right.
tentacles.
It mad. The food ain't right.
Right. Pastor ain't praying in Jeebus name over it. You
Right.
can't eat it. You can't eat it. Ain't no pork butt downstairs.
He ain't laying his hands on Sister Williams' breast.
Right.
All
Oh man. But this is why we doing this, because why we've been given a task. We've been employed through the spirit power YAHAWASHI. Whether you like it or not. Hey, you don't tell your boss, man, I ain't doing this or that. Guess what? Your ass get fired.
Hey, what your boss say? Okay, you ain't got to do it. Then you go home, you get that phone call, you ain't coming back.
Right. And what they do, they give you your walker papers and find somebody that will.
That's right. No, you ain't got to do it. I can't make you do nothing. You ain't got to do it. You're right. You don't have to.
Right.
That's all right. Why don't you go and clock out and go home since you ain't got to do it?
Right. Couple of days, they just swipe your badge in. Damn, what's going on? What's on? What happened?
You can't get in. Instead of the door turning green, it's staying red.
Right.
You hear it click, but it won't open.
It won't open.
My badge ain't working.
Right.
Come over into the office, son.
Nah, they're gonna send security to the door.
That's cool, man. You don't want the security. How about you? Shine them angels.
Hey, that's what's gonna happen. Because remember, YAHAWASHI even said, "Depart from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you."
Bring them hither and slay before me.
That's right. You didn't got your badge deactivated.
Right.
You can't even clock in no more.
Got that bad
somebody else driving your forklift.
Right.
You done had all your little pine cone incense, the picture of you, your wife and the baby on there and everything. Now somebody else driving
it. Hey, honking the horn past you and shit.
Yep. Waving at you. Oh, what's up, man?
Right. What's up, brother?
Yeah, they gone.
We missed y'all.
Oh man. Who else had another scripture?
Shaki. You said
was you done, Taz?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we just
go ahead, Shaki. We'll close out with yours.
Proverbs 13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
What? Brother, you gotta be ready. Because you chopping up, brother.
Salakia. Can you hear me better? Is it?
Yeah, we hear you now, brother. We know it's raining, so it's affecting the Wi-Fi. We know.
Okay. All right, this is Proverbs 13:13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. All right, so yeah, you Jakes out there, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, if you want to despise his word, hey, you're gonna be destroyed. All right. But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
But see what's so crazy about it? This word is fun, man. It's not a burden, man. We enjoy doing the work and discussing the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? These people, that's how you know these people got serious demons on them, man, because it ain't like we gotta sit with our legs crossed, humming, you know what I'm saying, with our fingers tied up, floating in there. We ain't gotta do all that, man. All we gotta do is read. First of all, we gotta have faith, gotta believe, read the scriptures, and just teach it. That's it. It ain't hard, man. The Lord said, "Don't do this," well, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, "Don't drink purple Kool-Aid on a Wednesday." Well, don't drink it on a Wednesday. He didn't say you can't drink it on a Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, Friday. He just said don't do it on a Wednesday. But people get mad. I like drinking it on a Wednesday. Damn, you still got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Out of 7 days, the Lord told you don't drink it one day, and people get mad, man. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. Proverbs 13:13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. All right. So yeah, you reverencing the law, statutes, commandments of the Lord, and reverencing what the Lord is saying through his man. Hey, you have a reward coming to you. All right, which is ultimately the kingdom of heaven. All right. Verse 14, it says, The law of the wise is a fountain of life. So yeah,
Well,
these
well,
scriptures.
well, Shocky, I'm a kind of, you right, but I'm gonna kind of correct you. It's for the elect on this side for salvation, because as a whole, Israel gonna be in the kingdom of heaven because they got to come back through the loins of the elect. But on this side, it's for the elect of the nation of Israel, salvation in the kingdom of heaven on for the elect on this side. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. The water.
No, you
Verse
good, brother.
14.
You good. We just had to clarify that for them Bible thumping Christians out there to try to find a loophole in the system. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
There's a glitch in the system. See, we can make it. He just said it. We can make it. No, you can't. Mm-mm. It's only for the elect of the nation of Israel on this side. Go ahead, brother.
uh, Proverbs 13 and 14. The law of the wise is a fountain of life. All right. So yeah, these scriptures, hey, this leads to your immortality, to depart from the snares of death. All right. So yeah, these scriptures, it's life. All right. Yeah, that's it on that.
Very good. Anybody else? All right. So with that, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM Rakakwadash, a double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love, peace, and blessing to all you hopeful elect brothers out there that's pushing the truth across the four corners of the globe. With that, a Barber Ball, DTA, hey, Shalom.
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 That's right.
Right.